Hey everyone, it's time to start our last new book, but a new book. It's called Mango and Bambang, The Not a Pig. This book is written by Polly Faber and Clara Vulliamy. So let's begin. This is the cover, but I took it off. It protects the book. It's really important so that I could easily manage the book without having to worry about the cover. So it's an important part of the book, that is for sure, but I don't need it on while I'm reading. So let's begin our reading today. Mango and Bambang, The Not a Pig, by Polly Faber, illustrated by Clara Vulliamy. Part 1, Mango and the Muddle. Mango All Sorts was good at all sorts of things. That was not the same as being good, but she was that too, most of the time. She lived at the very top of a tall building in the middle of a very, very busy city. So, she lives at the top of one of those very tall buildings. She lived with her papa, who was also tall and very busy. He spent every day holed up in his study trying to make books balance. This often took a long time. When, even after a long time, the books still wouldn't be balanced. Mango's papa got rather tired. On those days, she made him her special buttered noodles. That was one of the things Mango was good at. Here's a sign for his door. Very busy. Please do not disturb. And here are the buttered noodles that Mango likes to make for her papa while he balances the books. Sounds like making books stand on top of each other, and that's probably what Mango thinks. But the truth of it is he's doing math, and there's some math that accountants do called balancing the books. And that's all we're going to say about it. Hold on while I get my little scary screaming. Hold on. Come here. Not making my life very easy today with reading. I don't know why you're barking so much today. I don't know what the problem is. Now you have to sit with me. All right. To continue. Buster will stop soon. Hey, shh, shh, shh. Mango had a nearly black belt in karate, and she could jump off the highest diving board at the swimming pool without holding her nose. She could use the Sicilian defense when playing chess and wiggle her ears while sucking on a lollipop. She was also learning to play the clarinet. Sometimes the sounds that came out of the bottom were not exactly the sounds Mango had meant when she blew it to the top. So let's see. Here she is. It says she's almost has a black belt in karate. She can do she can jump off one of the highest diving board without holding her nose. And she can do the Sicilian defense when playing chess. And then she can wiggle her ears while eating a lollipop. And she's learning how to play the clarinet. Okay. But Mango knew that she just needed to keep practicing that clarinet, and soon she would be good at that too. Mango had a lot of time for practicing. Her papa's long hours balancing meant she had to find her own things to do. Becoming good at those things kept her busy, and being busy was important. Living in a very busy city full of other very busy people being good at things, because otherwise Mango might have been a little lonely. There she goes. She's blowing her clarinet. It was on a Wednesday that everything changed. It's important to note that it was a Wednesday. A Wednesday can seem a little bit nothingy sort of day, or even a humpish sort of day, but those days can still hold the unexpected. In this case, the unexpected was a hump. Mango was on her way back from her karate lesson, thinking about how to make her side thrust kick more effective when she came to a crosswalk. She was used to having to wait at the curb for all the traffic to stop. In the very busy city, drivers were always in a rush, and it sometimes took them a while to notice a little girl wanting to cross the street. Shh. But today the traffic was already stopped. In fact, it was very stopped. Cars were jammed bumper to bumper on either side of the road. Horns were being honked, and some people had even gotten out of their vehicles and were shouting words they shouldn't have been shouting. It was all a bit of a muddle. Sorting out a muddle was another thing Mango was good at. In the middle of the crosswalk, a small crowd had gathered around an obstruction. Ooh, what's an obstruction? Mango couldn't see exactly what the obstruction was, but with a bit of wriggling and a few polite "excuse me, pleases," she managed to squeeze through the forest of legs and find out. So here are all the cars, bumper to bumper. Everyone stopped. She called it a muddle. And now she squeezed through all those people. Here she is right here, because she's going to go find out what's going on. You'll know that a crosswalk is normally a perfectly flat affair of thick painting white lines. But on this particular Wednesday, a small hill had sprouted unexpectedly in the middle of the crosswalk. 2 black stripes and 1 white one had risen out of the ground to create an obstacle the cars couldn't get past. Here's the crosswalk. And here's the bump. The black bump, the white bump, and the other black bump. And here's a car that stopped because there's something in his way, an obstruction. The small crowd was arguing about where the hill had come from and what should be done about it. "This is a disgrace. I shall be late for my hair appointment," said a stout man who didn't seem to have any hair at all. "It's the underground pipe work gone wrong. I've always said that the sewers in this city are not fit for use. Someone should inform the authorities," said a lady in an alarming hat. That's this lady. Oh, you gotta stay here with me. Sorry to say. "I say we dynamite it. Blow it up, I say. Kaboom, I say." And an overexcited man who kept poking the hump with his umbrella. So I'm guessing that's this man. Mango noticed the hump was quivering. She knelt down and put a gentle hand on it. It was warm and a little bit hairy. She gave it a comforting scratch and then whispered, "Hello, my name is Mango. Please don't worry. Can I help you?" So there's Mango. Out of one of the black stripes, a small, sad eye opened, peered at Mango, then blinked away a tear. The hump shifted a little, and a long black snout unfurled. It sniffled against Mango's open palm in a damp, whiskery sort of way. Very, very softly, so softly, in fact, that nobody but Mango could hear it. The hump whispered a warning. "Tiger." Then the eyes shut, the snout tucked in, and the hump curled into a tight mound once more. The quivering turned into violent shaking. Eek! It's alive! It's got nostrils! It's a mutant sewer pig! They're surging up from the pipes, you know. They'll come out of our toilets and eat us in our beds at night, shrieked the alarming hat lady. I read about mutant pigs in the paper. I'm sure of it, said the bald man, nodding in a definite way. Shocking. Send in the Air Force. Mobilize the Army. Press the big red button that fires towards the bad people. The overexcited man was jumping from foot to foot and jabbing his umbrella in the air. Mango made herself tall and folded her arms. She looked at them all. She spoke in her best voice for calming people who are being silly. She was just really good at that, too. So we're going to stop on this page, and we will continue tomorrow. But I want you to be thinking about what it is that Mango means when she says, or when she's going to talk to them calmly. It's the face she uses to calm people who she believes are acting silly. So apparently that's one of her skills. If someone is acting silly and she needs to calm them down, she has a special look about her. So we are going to stop reading right there. Or should we read one more page? I think we'll read one more page. Okay. You are all being ridiculous. This is not a pig or a danger. Anyone sensible can see this is clearly a tapir from the jungles of Malaysia. He must have taken a wrong turn somewhere along the way. I expect one tree looks much like another if you wander too far. A tapir? Never heard of that. Don't believe in it, said the bald man. Mango gave him a pitying look. The crowd began to go back to their vehicles. She knelt down and she talked to the tapir once more. So here she is. She told them they were being silly. She told them this was nothing to worry about. She told them it was a tapir. There's different ways to say tapir. I looked it up. You can say tapir, tapir, or what was the other one? Those are the two I remember, but I'm going to call it a tapir. So a tapir is something alive and something on the ground that seems to be afraid at this point of a tiger. So we will stop there for today, and we will continue to read tomorrow. Thanks for listening. I hope you liked the new story about Mango, and we've now met the tapir that's causing the big obstruction in the road, causing people to be silly, according to Mango. She has reached out to the tapir because she wants to help the tapir. So we will continue to start reading tomorrow. I'm going to give you my virtual hug. I'm going to send you my love. I'm going to remind you to do your very best. Beginning of a new week. We've almost made it. Yes, we have. And we've almost made it because you've given it your all. So you need to continue to give it your all, to try hard, to be that best person that you can be. And we can't always be amazing. We can't, because sometimes we don't feel amazing. But remember, when we're having those moments, those are the moments we need to go and tell someone that we're having a moment. That's very important to let others know how we're feeling. But do your best to be your best that you're feeling. All right? All right. I am smart. I am kind. I am honest. I am silly. I am brave. I am loved. Ta-ta for now. I hope you're enjoying our new story. We will read more tomorrow.